wisdom keepers, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to Wizdom Dropz, your source for daily drops of wisdom and savvy cat astrology. My name is Tanya, and today we are continuing the 15 astrological concepts in 5 minutes or less series. And specifically, we're talking about astrology, the signs, the houses, the aspects, all of it as an artist's palette. And really, once we understand how astrology is an artist palette, it explains astrology at a much deeper level. Where are my artists at? Before we dive into our 5-minute thing, I do want to let you know, if you're new here, welcome. I put out a video every day of the week, so go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell notification so you get updates, etc. Also, thanks to everybody who likes this video. It's an awesome way to share the information. And there's a masterclass this Saturday happening 1 to 3 p.m. Central Time to discuss your love language. Happy Juneteenth, y'all. Let us emancipate our astrological comprehension. If you want to know more about your love language in your chart, this is a free 2-hour masterclass. The link to register will be down below, probably by end of day Thursday. Okay, y'all. Okay, y'all. So let's dive into this. As you see, I have this super groovy astrology wheel. This is from Ksenia. Shout out Ksenia Moore Astrology. She makes these, they're super duper groovy. So, this is my artist palette for today. So you have a visual to ground into. And if you are an artist, you understand that, or if you've ever been in like school when they have the little art class, I used to love art class. You got like the different options, and you might find through mixing options that you really like the color that you get. You might really like the hue, right? And then if you ever did have an art class, you remember how you learned that there's like different techniques. Like you can either apply the paint like Monet or whatever. And I think he was the real globular kind of one, right? Or Van Gogh, he did that a lot, right, as well. Monet was a bit more smudged in. There's just different effects that creates. And so same as the artist palette, when you mix different things and when you apply the energies, if you will, or the color vibrations in different contexts, different techniques, right, you get different results with the planets. The planets in astrology and the signs, okay, that they're connected to and that they're in by transit, because the sun is currently over here in Gemini, and we're about to have our summer solstice. It's about to be the first day of summer, so when the sun enters Cancer, this is going to be a whole new vibe. This is a whole new energy. This is a whole new color on your artist palette. And so the different vibrations, of that energy get shown in different contexts as well. So you make this like very complicated, or not so much complicated, but you add levels of complexity to this anytime you change the house of it. So it's like, not only do we have this color, right, of, so to speak, of Cancer, like the sun in Cancer, but now say this is somebody's like, second house, say they're a Gemini ascendant and this is their second house that this is in. And then on the converse, say it turns out they're actually an Aries ascendant. Okay. And then this is putting that moon in Cancer in the 4th house. That's a whole different vibe than, the moon in the 2nd house. Granted, the fact that it's the sun in the 2nd house, granted, the fact that the planet is in the sign is going to give it its own vibration. So basically, when you go and you change the context of an energy, whether it's a planet moving into a different sign, whether it's a different house configuration, right, to all of that energy, or just anytime you have like conversations as well between the planets. So when you have harmonious aspects or square aspects, that's going to show you an energetic expression. That's going to show you a way that paint can hit the palette or hit the paper, hit the canvas. Okay. And it's kind of like the stucco versus the fine detail versus the smudgy smooth watercolor thing, or diluted paint turning into like a pastel effect. There's just so much that you read into when you read into an astrology chart. And it's incredible to think about how many layers of complexity there are. And that's what astrology really offers to us. When we begin to approach the heavens, it offers us complex understanding. And that helps us reflect out into our lives and interpret the world around us and bring ourselves to it in a constructive sense. And I, as a Venus and Virgo, happen to love that and appreciate that deeply. So thank you very much for listening to my astrological comprehension of astrology as an artist palette. I hope this was useful to you. And if it was, hit that like button because it helps more people get this information. And as always, thank you to everybody who likes, comments, supports, subscribes, just whatever y'all are doing. And be sure to stay tuned for awesome masterclass details. With that said, through next time, until next time, may the stars be with you. Peace.